It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather. Here's your host, Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. We made it. It is Friday in the Ozarks. It's still hot. I wish I could tell you that I had all good news for you this morning, but it's another day with excessive heat warnings across the region. But maybe better today, heat index 110 instead of 120. So we're heading in the right direction, folks. Everybody is looking forward to a cool down. I think we're going to hold on to the heat for today for sure. Saturday's still hot. And then I'm thinking that we are going to see conditions that are really just going to be muggy across the region through the rest of the afternoon today. But let's dive right into the forecast, shall we? Some of the weather headlines. Well, they include that we are going to see heat and humidity linger. Of course, today we have excessive heat warnings out for all of the Ozarks. A high temperature today. How about 100 degrees? It is going to feel more like 105 to 110. So still definitely a day to use caution if you have anything to do outdoors on this Friday night plans. It's going to be hot. I have a whole lot of sunshine in the forecast today. There is about a 5% chance for a little isolated shower. A front is on the way. Of course, we have a lot of moisture. I don't expect that we're going to see widespread rain, unfortunately, but a few folks could get a little isolated shower later today. I think Southern Ozarks probably have a better chance at seeing that. The wind not going to help us out much. We have a southwest breeze in the forecast, and I'm expecting that turns to a north wind tomorrow behind the cold front that comes through on Saturday. Overall, though, the weekend, we are stepping the temperatures down. Heat and humidity lingering today, excessive heat warnings out. Those go through 10 p.m. tonight. I expect that we do see a cool down. By Saturday, that cold front that I mentioned, it pushes through the region. Now, even though we have a cold front, we just don't have the perfect setup for a whole lot of thunderstorm activity. About a 20 to 30% chance for a few isolated showers on Saturday. It is not going to be a whole lot, definitely not the rainmaker that you want, but then isolated storm chances exist on Sunday too. Now, with that round on Sunday, we've got a whole lot of moisture in the atmosphere. We could see some of the rain showers provide some really heavy downpours. I'm talking like the kind you don't want to get stuck in if you're driving. So be on the lookout for that by Sunday, and temperatures each day step down. So today, Friday, we're at 100. Tomorrow, I've got us back into the low 90s, 92. By Sunday, I have a high temperature that falls into the 80s. So we are heading in the right direction, definitely for the weekend, and we start to introduce some rain chances also. I expect that thunderstorm potential is going to be best on Saturday evening and on Sunday. Much of the time, though, we may remain dry through the weekend. Low rain chances, we're talking, 30 to 40% chances for Saturday and Sunday. And I'm expecting isolated nature here. However, some of the storms that get going could have some really heavy downpours in them, as I mentioned. A much cooler air mass, that's what's going to be in place for us early next week. In fact, I have a couple of days in the low 80s next week. Monday starts off really nice next week. Another frontal boundary on the way, and that's the one that's going to cut all this awful humidity, lower the dew point for us, and it's going to feel a whole lot more comfortable. So here's how this looks as we head to the weekend. Today near 100, heat index near 110. It's still going to be really humid on Saturday if you've got lake plans, if you've got pool plans. The temperatures are better, but still high humidity. Definitely you need a way to cool off if you're going to be enjoying the outdoors on Saturday. By Sunday, a few folks, especially if you get the rain, I have us staying in the 70s in a few spots. I'm thinking low 80s, more likely about 84 degrees. The forecast for Springfield by Sunday. It's going to feel a whole lot better, though, and those warmer temperatures, the upper 80s, they stay in the southern Ozarks. Northern counties are going to be a little bit cooler with upper 70s possible on Sunday. Now, by Monday, that's when we really start cooling off. 82 degrees, the forecasted high temperature for Monday, and that's when the humidity will be gone, and we are all looking forward to that. Across the country this weekend, making headlines, of course, the big heat dome that's bringing this record-breaking heat wave to the central portion of the United States. It breaks for us a bit here in the Ozarks late in the weekend, thank goodness. And then the other big headline across the country for the weekend will be this potential for some strong thunderstorms and even some flash flooding. That's going to happen for the central Great Basin into the central high plains. That happens through this afternoon and through this evening. And then those folks get a little bit of relief too. It's that frontal boundary, though, out there today back to our northwest and northwest Kansas that's going to push through for us tomorrow. It will create our isolated storm chance, a little bit of a better chance by Sunday. We'll be dodging a few rain chances this weekend, but overall, a nice weekend and definitely one where it's necessary because we are finally heading out of those record setting hot temperatures that we've been dealing with. All right, it's time to get to the brain twister question for the day. I bet a lot of folks probably, well, maybe know this one. A favorite movie for many. Definitely one of my favorite movies. It is so good. Which line in Forrest Gump did Tom Hanks ad lib? Do you think it was A, stupid is as stupid does? B, my name is Forrest Gump. People call me Forrest Gump. C, me and Jenny goes together like peas and carrots. And D, life is like a box of chocolates. Which one of those do you think Tom Hanks came up with on the spot? That was yesterday's question. And if you know the history of this movie, you know that the answer is B. My name is Forrest Gump. People call me Forrest Gump. Supposedly, Tom Hanks came up with that on the spot while shooting Forrest Gump. Any of those lines. I mean, that movie has just so many iconic lines. You just could pick any one of them. But this one was apparently an ad lib from Tom Hanks. If I'm being honest, though, doesn't it kind of sound like maybe a mistake? Like maybe he forgot the line and that's what he came up with? Sometimes that's the best material, though. My name is Forrest Gump. People call me Forrest Gump. That is the answer for today's brain twister. I want to show you tomorrow's, or actually, this is Monday's. I'll answer this one on Monday. How about that? You got the weekend to think about it. Here it is. Which state's citizens speak the quickest? Do you think it is A, Iowa, B, Massachusetts, C, Minnesota, or D, Oregon? Who's got the fast talkers? Let me know what you think. You can do that over on the Around the Ozarks Facebook page. Take your guess there. I will have the answer for you bright and early on Monday morning. Speaking of, while you're going to answer that quiz question, we have two chances to win a pair of tickets to tomorrow's Kansas City Chiefs game at Arrowhead Stadium. So don't miss this opportunity. Head over to aroundtheozarks.com. There you can click on the banner, enter for a chance to win, and then you can double your luck or double your chances of winning by filling out the demographic questionnaire. We are going to draw the winner at noon today. So make sure you get those submissions in. Again, you have two chances to enter a pair of Chiefs tickets. And the weather looks a little bit better. Kansas City, one of the places that will be enjoying the cooler weather. I think the isolated rain chances hold off there for game time. So, hey, head to Kansas City if you don't have weekend plans. Looks like a great weekend for a game. Thank you so much for listening to Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather. My name is Abby Dyer. People call me Abby Dyer. For up-to-the-minute weather information all the weekend long, make sure you head to aroundtheozarks.com for that too. We've got you covered. Thanks for listening, and I will chat with you on Monday morning.